Okay, this is a review of all the work that's been accomplished and what's left to do, which hopefully everything goes right. I'll finish it next week. But I just want to show you the work that's been done. We did make all new balls, or we replaced the missing balls and made some extras of the solid balls. Okay, on number one, we're going to call this one number one. It's marked inside. Now, when we got this one, the motor was sprung and two of the gears were stripped. I refurbished the motor so it works fine, and we had to have two new gears made, and I know we talked about that in the past, and we finally got somebody to make them for us. And the other thing was the meshing of the gears. We put it all back together again, and the gears had to mesh just right, and we got that all adjusted. So the next thing we did was refurbish all the cups. There were some bent ones, and they were loose in the framework, so we had to redo a lot of them. And also, they have to be in there solid. If they move just the slightest bit, it will throw off the adjustment, and the cups. The shells will not drop as they're supposed to. Right now, they're not dropping one at a time. They're dropping radically. I do have figured out what's wrong with it. I just have to get it fixed. The cams in these, there were some problems with the cam, which I've resolved. They were worn out. Also, the arms on this are very sluggish. They're not operating right. And it just needs a good cleaning. I had hoped that I wouldn't have to be doing that, but unfortunately, for it to work properly, I'm going to have to take it apart and clean it. Now, also, the reason that the shells don't drop the way they're supposed to is because the pins that keep the shell up before you turn it on, some of them were broke, some of them a little twisted, and so consequently, instead of them rethrowing one at a time, some of them draw two at a time. So I have to take out these arms right here, and I will have to redo the pins and make them longer and adjust them, and then do a whole adjustment on this so I can get them to drop singly. Also had to make a new missing plate for this one. And that's the new plate for it. So we had to make a missing plate for it. I've run it many times, of course, in the process of trying to learn how this thing works, which we had no instructions. And I finally understand how this works now. I know it's taken a long time. But this is where we are now, and I will start working on this on Monday, on this top half, redo it and refurbish it so that we can get everything to drop properly, and then it's done. If all goes well, that should be done next week. And then we'll do you a setup video. I want to point out that the setup on this is extremely difficult. We'll do the video on it, but it takes practically two people to be able to set this up. But again, I will do you a video on it and show you exactly what to watch out for, because one error or forcing the wind up at all will strip the gears, and it's just very touchy. You have to get a good feel for it. But anyway, that's this one, and I'm going to be working on both of these starting Monday. On number two, the inside motor mounts on these were loose, so I had to take them out and resolder that. Also, the motor shaft in this one, or the shaft that goes up to the top, was slightly bent. And because of that, when you wind it, the gear would not mesh properly and it would start to slip. And so I had to redo the motor mount on this to reposition that motor, to get it in the proper position so that the gears are properly meshed. Again, I have this one working properly now. So we're going to go into the next phase next week, which I just described on number one, and that is to redo these cups and the arms, and also to get these cams adjusted properly, and hopefully get this one done. I know it's been a long time, but projects like this, you fix one thing and the next thing shows up, and then you fix that one and the next thing shows up, and it becomes an ongoing project. But we've solved every problem that came up, so I think now all I've got to do is get these cups, the cups to drop, or the shells to drop properly, and it's finished. And again, I'll do you a video on this one also. Well, I'll do one video for both of them. They set up the same, but when I run it, I will run to both of them. The other problem that we had, which was more of an adjustment of anything else, when I ran it, only 6 balls would drop instead of 7. But that was a matter of adjusting the spider on the bottom and the motor, and I got that, so these are all dropping the 7 balls properly and synchronized with the dropping of the shells. So that's what it is. I wanted to give you a review of what we did. There's been a lot in this, and it's the kind of a project that you just can't sit and work on it because too many things come up on it. So I just had to take my time with it, and also I had to learn how it worked. And now I've done a lot of studying on it and a lot of experimenting, and now I know exactly how this should work, so I should be able to get it working properly. All right, that's just an update on it. Hopefully I will give you a setup video next week, and we can finally get this project done for you. Thank you.